Hi, Martin here from Chiropractic, and this is the second in our series of New Year's resolutions videos. So last time we went over the biggest mistakes that people make, and today we're going to flip that around and give you some really simple tips that you can use straight away to make the next year the healthiest year for you. So the most important thing when you're making resolutions to improve your health is, first of all, start really small. So if you're wanting to get fit, and part of that is you're wanting to increase your upper body strength and you're going to do push-ups, you might be able to do 10 the first day, but that doesn't mean you can do 20 and 30 and 40 day after day after day. That sort of radical change can get you hurt. It will tax your willpower really fast, no good at all. So if you start really small, the goal on day one is to do one push-up. And if we expand that out, you can apply the same thing to running, to going to the gym, to doing any sort of healthy habit. It's easy to succeed. When you've succeeded, when you've successfully been able to do just a very small behavior, but you repeat that small, easy to achieve habit day after day, it starts to build a habit, and habits are the superpower behind successful resolutions. And what I mean by that is, a habit doesn't cost you in willpower, you do them automatically. If your habit in the morning is you get up and you have a glass of water, you don't have to force yourself to do it, it happens automatically. And the thing that derails most resolutions is where we're relying on willpower, doing something that's too big, too ugly, too uncomfortable, that we have to will ourselves to do it day after day. And then we wake up one morning and we don't feel like it, and all of a sudden our streak is gone, our lack of willpower has won. So small resolutions where we're looking for just a little bit of success are much more successful. It also avoids us injuring ourselves, and the general rule that I would look at is, if you're doing a physical exercise, you're looking to increase it by a maximum, not a minimum, a maximum of 10% a week while you're building a habit, because that keeps it easy to succeed, and it gives your muscles, your ligaments, your tendons and your nervous system time to adapt to a new pattern of behavior while you're building that habit. Make it easy to succeed and hard to fail. So our second thing is pick the most important thing. We spoke last time of having too many resolutions being a problem. Just pick one area, one resolution that you're going to stick to, and the most important one. So if your goal was not so much about getting fit, but more about losing weight, you've got a choice there. You can either have a resolution where you're going to change some aspect of your eating, where you're going to eat more vegetables, or you're going to eat less sugar or something like that, or you could look to exercise more. And all the research shows that if you want to lose weight, for 99% of people, actually diet trumps exercise. You can't work out past a bad diet. So dial in the diet first, because then you can build in habits before you're trying to change too many things. You also create a really positive domino effect, where once you've started eating better, you kind of naturally feel like being more active and exercising. And you get this virtuous cycle of you eat better, so you exercise more, and you exercise more, you feel like eating better. And so the cycle goes, and you can build a much healthier you with small, incremental, achievable changes. And if you're only having to change one thing, again, it taps into this small change, makes it easy to succeed, rather than it being this horrible lifestyle that's so alien to you that you want to stop at the moment that you can. Third point is, people, rather than going solo and trying to do it just on their own willpower and their own resources, if you get a buddy, somebody else who wants to make the same change, or somebody else who will hold you accountable, then it taps into the way that we're wired. We're wired to be social creatures, and you increase your chance of successfully sticking with a resolution if you get a buddy, somebody who's going to check in with you once a week to make sure you've done what you've committed to. You can even ramp it up further by adding consequences, and one of the ones that I think is really amazingly successful is there's research that shows that if you have a negative consequence, if you don't stick to your agreed resolution of eating more vegetables every day, eating 5 serves of vegetables every day, you have to make a sizable donation to an organisation that you hate. So if you were a Carlton supporter, you'd have to give $1,000 to Collingwood. And the way we're wired, away from what we don't want, more towards what we do want, powerful incentive for people to stick to their resolutions. And the fourth thing is, if you're really doing a physical activity, you're doing a fitness-oriented New Year's resolution, I'm going to strongly suggest that you get a checkup. If you're a client of ours or you'd like to be a client of ours, give us a call, pop in, we'll check to make sure that everything's working the way that it should before you put your body under stresses that it's not used to. And related to that, we see so many people who've ignored niggles and then end up with a more significant issue down the line. So if your body's giving you feedback that the new regime is creating a bit of stress for you, don't ignore that. Get it dealt with quickly so that you're not derailed by injury in sticking to your resolution. So I hope these videos will set you up for massive success in improving your health in the year ahead. Shoot us a message and let us know what you think and what new changes you're making in the year to come.